Alright, today I'm going to talk about more and most, that is comparatives and superlatives, more and most. So let's start with an adjective, big, and I can change it into a comparative adjective, bigger. And comparative adjectives say how two things or ideas are different. For example, an elephant and a horse. An elephant is bigger than a horse. Then we have superlatives, and the superlative adjective, biggest. And superlative adjectives describe how a person or a thing is different from all others. For example, the Indriocotherium was the biggest land mammal. It's much larger. It was much larger than an elephant and horse. It was the biggest land mammal. That is, the Indriocotherium was the biggest land mammal. So how do you make comparatives or a superlative adjective? Well, you need to know the difference between short versus long adjectives. For example, we have beautiful and pretty. Beautiful is a long adjective and pretty is a short adjective. So if we, for example, make a comparative sentence, a comparative adjective, we would say more beautiful. And if we make a comparative adjective with pretty, because it's shorter, we say prettier. The same way for superlative adjectives, we say most beautiful, because beautiful is long. And for pretty, we say prettiest, because pretty is short. So what is a long adjective? Well, the rule of thumb is anything longer than 2 syllables. For example, tall. It's 1 syllable long, so we say taller. Busy is 2 syllables long, so we say busier. Important is 3 syllables long, so we say more important, meaning, okay. Then we have rich. It's 1 syllable long, so we say richest. Okay. And tiny, it's 2 syllables long, so we say tiniest. And then we have loquacious. It's 5 syllables long, so we say most loquacious. Okay, just to review, short syllables, anything that is 1 or 2 syllables long. So for example, my comparative, tinier, and my superlative, tiniest. Versus long, anything that is 3 or more syllables. My example was loquacious. So we say for my comparative, more loquacious and most loquacious. Okay? So now I want you to decide how to make an adjective into comparative. Guess whether it is going to be short or a long adjective. Will it be more or er? So here we go. Deep. 1 syllable. So, deeper. Then we have talkative. Talkative. 3 syllables. So, more talkative. It's that easy. Okay. So, now talking about how to make a comparative sentence, the comparative sentence pattern. A is comparative than B. So, for example, we have my adjective, funny. Funny, 2 syllables long. And to make the comparative sentence, we need a subject, a verb, the comparative, and the object. Okay, so funny, 1, 2, funny. So funnier. So Doraemon is funnier than Homer Simpson. My subject, Doraemon, my verb, the be verb is, my comparative, funnier than, and my object, Homer Simpson. Okay? Now, let's talk about another one. Let me give you another example. Spicy. Spicy. It's 2 syllables long. So, spicier. Kimchi is spicier than rice. Now let's talk about the superlative sentence pattern. A is the superlative B. Okay, so today we will talk about the bucholokia. That's my example. And we have to find the superlative of spicy. Spicy, that's 2 syllables long. So we will say for the superlative adjective, spiciest. Okay, so here we go. And of course, in the same way, we need a subject, verb, the superlative, and the object. So here we go. The subject, bucholokia. The bucholokia is the spiciest pepper. Okay, so the bucholokia is my subject. Is the be verb, the verb, superlative, the spiciest, and my object, pepper. Okay, now let's talk about the blue whale. The blue whale, okay, and my adjective, large. Large, 1 syllable long. Therefore, largest. The blue whale is the world's largest animal. Okay, I hope that helps. All right, now I usually like to end videos with suggestions. So, suggestion 1, is that funnier or more funny? When talking to people, don't worry too much about whether you chose the correct form of the comparative or superlative. Just talk and worry about it later. Suggestion 2, the sentence pattern is pretty simple, so I suggest making some comparisons of things in your house to practice it. Okay, that ends this video. If you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, please email me, and have a nice evening.